Hi, hello, and welcome. I'm definitely not Lad, and you're watching the Mastering All Roles series, where we usually take a character to 2K rating, earning the Keystone Master achievement. But, and I apologize, I did that without recording properly. So what I did do was I did record the previous run, which got me my 2K rating and a huge chunk over because I didn't have a Stonewalt timed. Now, why was Stonewalt the only thing I didn't time? Because I'm trying to gear this character as quickly as possible so I can go do 10s. I do have the footage of the Stonewalt run I did just before, like a little bit before. You can still see I have details and everything available. But the run, my commentary was weird, and the run was weird, and I didn't really get to do any damage. Like, yeah, sure, I did this amount of damage. The Druid was, 9 item levels above me. The Survival Hunter was 8 item levels above me. They did more damage than me, and that's perfectly fair. The reason I feel like I couldn't do damage was because Tyrannical just sucks. It's so boring. Like, you can only really get to do damage on boss fights, and I'm not particularly amazing in single target damage because I don't know how to pull properly, because I see Envenom available and I just press it. But besides the point, what I want to say is we're going to run a 10. I'm going to spend some time queuing for 10s here until I get into one. I guess a little update. We're at 618 item level now. I got myself hero gloves with the tier token. I did open up the vault. The only thing I could really get from the vault is these shoulders, which they weren't tier shoulders. I tierified them. They're now hero tier shoulders. We have some more crafted gear. I crafted a 636 ring because my stat distribution was really weird. I had way too much haste. Now I have a good chunk of crit and a good chunk of mastery. From the Stonewalt, we got this thing. So that's beautiful. And I think I got a chest upgrade, but I'm not sure. That was probably in the dungeons that I didn't record. I did record everything, but I didn't, didn't commentate them. So yeah, there's some gear that I got. I think, no, this is from, what are they called? Myconic gear is from those. But yeah, this is our current setup as far as gear is concerned. Our weakest point is still this trinket. I've gotten a little better at using Treacherous Transmitter. I now have it macroed into Deathmark, which is not ideal, but at least I end up using it, you know? I just used it, but I used the Treacherous Transmitter, but I guess I just instantly got maybe there was an orb on top of me here and I just collected it instantly. Anyway, I have gotten better at using it. Now, I am going to start spamming Qs into a +10. Again, I want to apologize for not showing you much of the footage of doing these +8s. Some of the runs were fun, but again, I'm trying to gear this character as quickly as possible, and I'm trying to get all of this done before the season ends, because apparently the season is going to end very soon, and I would like to get the weekend challenge video done. So we're just going to skip to doing some 10s. I'm going to start applying to just about any 10 that has a tank or a healer in it, because the other ones take too long to form, although my chances are much better if I apply to, what are they called? The ones that don't have tanks or healers, because they can't be as picky. So yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is I'll talk to you once I get into a +10 key.
One eternity later.
Oh my god, I actually got invited. And we have a tank now. Oh my god. I actually got invited to something. That took forever. I've been spamming invites. Oh no, the tank left. They probably saw me and decided to leave. Please don't kick me, Shaman. Please just don't kick me. They're 634. I am competing with a bunch of people that are 630 something in item level. So it is an absolute miracle that I got invited by this person. So I am very happy about that. We just got to get a tank. We just got to get a tank. 635 Paladin looks a lot better than a 617 Rogue or 618 Rogue at this point. But holy crap. The second I'm done recording a +10 for the video, I am going to go and just spam gear. But yeah, people seem to be leaving because my gear is not up to snuff and I don't have my Raider IO paired, which is ironic, but oh well. Well, not ironic. It's to be expected. People do not trust anyone that's not 630 something at this point in the season. I do really want to teleport to the dungeon using the WeakAuras that I have, but I'm gonna just wait to see if I actually survive the group forming. It looks like we're getting a tank. Okay, now I feel like I can maybe commit to teleporting to Necrotic Wake. I like how the healer immediately points out Rogue is alt. That's because I put alt in my recruitment note that you send to people. I'm pretty sure that the healer said it so that the tank doesn't instantly leave when they see. But yeah, it looks like we'll be getting a 10 done. Tank is just gonna run on in there. Okay. I guess everyone has the 10 done so they can just teleport in. This person is at Oaken Assembly. This is a Necrotic Wake key. Oaken Assembly has missed. We're just gonna go ahead and summon them, hopefully. Or not, because people just kind of ran into the dungeon instead of helping summon. There we go, we managed to get a summon done. The guy even had to ask for people to go out of the dungeon and help me summon him. I'm informing the group that I can sap and grab this shield. So if you sap this mob or otherwise, like, I don't know, mind soothe it or something, you can grab this shield and we can pull the gatekeeper and keep safer that way by using the shield to reduce the damage. Paladin says Bloodlust Boss. That means we won't have a huge pull at the start. We're going to go ahead and apply all of our buffs to our weapons and stuff while we are still doing this. By this, I mean counting down to the start of the run. There we go. I don't have any food, but the food buff is inconsequential in this season, I believe. And it'll be even less consequential in the later seasons unless they add more new food that gives more stats. At least in my opinion. I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, sap this guy, grab this shield, and re-stealth as soon as I can, and then join my group and blast the bejesus out of them. Alright, so we have Throw Flesh being spammed onto the group. I might just save my thingy with the stuff. By thingy with the stuff, I mean my shield for the boss, maybe, potentially. I'm kind of pumping damage into this harvester. Hopefully it's cleaving off to the other ones. It doesn't seem to be, but oh well. Because I did some negligible damage there. I just wasted my shiv. That's fine. I won't have it for a potential Kingsbane, but I will actually drop all of my cooldowns here. I use them slightly in the wrong order, but not in a way that's going to really be detrimental to the point where I won't be doing damage or anything like that. Trying to get as much damage as I can into my Kingsbane. Did get a juicy empowered. Oh, we're just gonna blind here just to get like a bit of time for the tank to get aggro off of those bags because they attacked me, because I think I just AoE'd them. I'm gonna stun this because I don't want that beam to be going out. I didn't have a kick available, so I couldn't kick. But yeah, the bags just jumped onto me immediately. I'm gonna drop out of stealth here. Gatekeeper's going up. I'm going to use my shield here on this. I don't have, this is a bit of a wonky pull, to be honest. I don't have any cooldowns because Gatekeeper usually gets pulled with the first group and lusted. So this is a bit out of my usual comfort zone, which is like how I usually have these mobs pulled. But oh well. Another Wrath is going out. We're going to feign that, and I should be able to stay safe by doing that. He is dead, and we can move on. Now, there I did a bit more damage, so I'm quite happy with that. Trying to kill this mob off so we get to re-stealth. I have this stupid dot on me, but I also have a shield of some sort, so I'm able to live. Only a 5-point thingy. What is that thing called? I'm going to... Oh, I used the wrong button. I used the wrong button and I almost died for it. I use my shiv so that I can have it... when my death mark was on 30 seconds of cooldown, so that I can use it again when it is closer to when it's actually up, and then I'll use everything on the boss. Just coming up in a second here. We have also Deathstalker's Mark available. Orbs are coming in, but I'm in position to intercept them, so it should not be an issue. Make sure I don't get hit by that. I want to get hit by these. All right, Deathstalker's Mark will be going up as soon as I have this available. I want to kill this worm here because it's going to otherwise cause a lot of issues. Let's reapply dots. We're going to re-stealth, ambush, and let's send all of our cooldowns. I'm a little bit discombobulated because I'm trying to commentate. Now that I have the new WeakAuras set up and everything, there is actually a lot more to pay attention to. I'm going to feign that. That should be enough for me to live. I'm going to jump in and grab my Treacherous Transmitter Orb. I'm trying to slow all of these worms. I need to reapply my leads here, I think is the right call. We're going to reapply Deathstalker's Mark with a 7 combo point in Venom. And we're going to switch just shortly to that to make sure that we have the worms taken care of. Because the worms will hurt and will kill someone if we're not careful. There's the Heaving Wretch. It's luckily not on me. Although with Feign, I think I can just live it every time. I'm trying to slow all the worms, so we're using Fan of Knives liberally here just to make sure our poisons are applied to the worms. We have to reapply Deathstalker's Mark using... oh, never mind, we don't, because the guy's dead. We're going to the right, it would seem, which means we won't be pulling these middle groups, which is okay. That means we kind of have to pull the rest of the dungeon, so to speak. We're going to Tricks of the Trade on the tank here and try and spread our Ruptures and our Envenoms onto everything in the group. I'm going to use my Feign, but I don't think it's going to do much for these mobs in particular. I'm trying to build up the combo points so that I can use whatchamacallit, my 7 combo point in Venom. Make sure I interrupt that. Don't want any of that going through. We're going to empower our Kingsbane using Shiv here, and that should take care of that in Harvester, and that should take care of the rest of the mobs. Beautiful. I think I'm doing okay damage. I think Assassination being overpowered is what's carrying me at the moment. Caustic Spatter is my highest damage done. That is exactly what I want to see. That is perfect. We're going to keep all these mobs silenced. Silence this as well. Just keep them silenced, keep spreading all of that, and now we can start actually pumping damage into the Necromancer. We're going to Death Mark it. I don't mind. I managed to get another silence in through that. We're going to stun the Animate Dead. We don't want that to be reapplied, or we don't want that to be free cast. Crossbowman is back there just spamming into us, but that's okay. Necromancer is just about gone, and we can do that. There we go. By that, I mean spend our 7 combo points on that. I'm going to grab the orb real quick, and we're going to use the orb on the next pack after this. We're going to transfer aggro to the tank, and we're going to try and silence all of these. We're going to spread Envenoms to all of the targets that are here, and now we can start doing some damage. We're going to send Kingsbane on the Marauder and just pump it full of Envenoms as much as we possibly can. I'm going to kick that, make sure we do, and now we Shiv to amplify the damage being done by Kingsbane near the end of its thing. We also got another 6 or 7 combo point in Venom into that. And we can reapply Deathstalker's Mark by using a 7 combo point in Venom, and we just keep blasting. Kick the fear. I don't want to be feared. I'm afraid enough as is. And we make sure we grab the orbs. Beautiful. Okay. Now I do have thingy thing with the stuffy stuff here. The orb, I'm going to go ahead and use that. I probably should have used, now that I'm thinking about it, I probably should have used my Envenoms first and then used my orb after, not Envenoms, sorry, Garrotes. And that way I can keep them silenced myself, and after that they will be silenced by the orb. Keep those kicks rolling. It would help if the group kicked a little bit more, because these necrotic bolts don't tickle. Tank does not enjoy them, I can guarantee you that much. I just sent a Shiv because I was desperate for combo points. That's a very bad habit that I have. Nobody is purging the thingy. There we go, it's finally ended. Okay, they said this spell sham, you're a shaman too. You are also a shaman. I'm going to grab this shield so that we have some extra tankiness if necessary. It looks like we're only pulling these two, and that's perfectly fine. We're going to go ahead, Garrote, and spread all of these. I'm going to send all of my cooldowns here because I feel like it's worth it. These guys are super beefy and a very long pull if not taken care of. Tank is taking care of all of it. He can grab all of the orbs there if he's careful. We're going to empower with Shiv. Keep sending all of our Envenoms into the target with Kingsbane, of course. And now we have Deathstalker's Mark reapplied thanks to the 7 combo point in Venom. I'm not keeping, whatchamacallit. I'm not keeping the, what is that thing called? Jesus Christ. Crimson Tempest up on my targets. I'm going to send a few combo point rupture on this target just because I want the energy regen from having rupture up. We're going to put a focus on that mage, and now we're going to silence everything here. I was not actually stealthed there, which is annoying as heck, but yeah, it's whatever. I'm going to use a feign here, step away, take that damage, then step back in. I want to make sure nobody else is getting hit by it. We're going to go ahead and kick that mage. No reason for it to free cast. It hits random targets, so it's a little bit dangerous. I have my Kingsbane back up, but the only target to hit here is the Necromancer. The reason I hit the other targets is because I would like to have energy regen. Now we're going to go ahead and Garrote this. That should keep them all grouped up. And now we spend our points on Rupture. That will spread Rupture across all of the other enemies, which will in turn increase our energy regen, which will in turn increase our DPS significantly because we can pump more Envenoms into our target while it has Kingsbane. I think this will die before the Kingsbane manages to actually do anything. We're going to volley here. Volley? What? I'm going to blind so that the volley doesn't go off. That's what I wanted to say. We're going to use the shield here probably just to keep our tank a little bit safer here from the bone carver. It actually hurts. I don't think our tank really needs much saving here, to be honest with you. I think they're perfectly fine on their lonesome. I think, yeah, they're probably gonna pull these two into the next, so that is when they would, and then they're going to need the shield more than they would need it now. Randomly send out a Crimson Tempest, which is pretty useless. Somebody should grab that orb. I'm just gonna ping it because I can't, because I have the shield, so I don't want to have to use the orb first to be able to use the shield, because I want to use the shield in the next pull. Going to transfer aggro to the tank. There we go. As you can see, he's doing the thing with the stuff where he pulls the 3 bone carver pull, and this is where we're going to go ahead and use our shield for these bone flays. Those are actually pretty dangerous for your tank, so keep that in mind. If you have a shield, use it there. We're going to kick the fear just to make sure, and I'm going to send my Kingsbane into this guy. I should have sent that sooner, to be perfectly honest with you, but I'm just bad, so here we are. I'm trying to pick up this stupid orb, make sure I dash back to this guy, empower the Kingsbane. It wasn't completely wasted because this big guy did take a long time to kill, so I didn't waste my cooldowns. That's the important thing. Somebody else is running up the stairs to activate the RP, which is perfect. That means I don't have to do that. I'm going to apply my bleed here because I don't want to send my max combo points in Venom, or I'm going to have to use this. Oh, I'm so bad. I feel so stupid. I didn't need to get hit by that there, but I think I managed to use Cloak of Shadows. No, I got hit by it for sure. I don't know how I lived it. That is supposed to kill me 100%. Cheat death, you dumbass. You use your cheat death to survive it. That's how. Thank goodness for cheat death. All my mistakes just get ignored once every 6 minutes or so. And Lord knows there are plenty of those. Now we have Kingsbane available for the start of the pull. I'm going to send it on the pull, and then I will re-stealth to use my death mark and again. I guess I can use it. I'm going to go ahead and use it here. I don't like that. Okay, max combo point in Venom to apply Deathstalker's mark. I don't like that I had to use it there because that is just feels bad. At this point, I probably should have held my Kingsbane for when I have the death mark. Okay, that got silenced by our guy. I'm struggling a bit because I didn't have my stealth. I'm going to hold my re-stealth for later. I'm going to switch to this target because I just need to do some damage. Okay, it needed to die is what I'm trying to say. That was not the cleanest pull I've ever seen of this boss. Boss is about to get 3 stacks of that, and he's going to start doing his pulsing damage. I'm going to wait for death mark, and then I'm going to pump big as I can for when I have the death mark. I'm going to kick this and just wait again, as I said, for my death mark, or not for my death mark, for my Kingsbane, so that I can double up on all that. I'm going to go ahead and kick this. Never mind, the tank took care of it. Okay. Now I can actually pump big. We're going to go ahead and just make sure that we do as much damage as possible in this damage window now that we have from extra stealth. Grab this, avoid the frontal. We managed to do that luckily both times that the frontal was sent out. Very, very messy pull. I did very poorly with my cooldowns, but I feel like I still managed to get a good chunk of damage in. As you can see, my damage is miserable compared to the other people, but I am also significantly lower item level. Maybe up to 20 item levels lower than they are, so that is something to keep in mind as to why my damage is not comparable to theirs. We're going to reapply our bleeds here. We're looking to do caustic damage. Oh, caustic spatter damage to these guys. I almost let that go through, but it died in time, so all is well. Necrotic breath coming through. We dodge that, and Paladin's already going towards the last one because he's fast with his horsey. I'm going to shadow step to the one that's second furthest away from where we were. Our healer is low on mana, and I can understand that because they pumped 931k overall for the entirety of that fight. There was a lot of damage going out. Hopefully, was it me that they healed more? No, it wasn't me who they healed the most, so I'm quite happy with that. We're going to silence this thing. This is an awkward pull with the... I'm just gonna send Kingsbane into this one target, the Collector, because they're gonna go full turret mode now, and they're just gonna keep spamming us with abilities. I'm gonna stun it here. I don't want that the CC to go through. My kick, I will save for the, what is it called? The Gore Spatter. We're going to CC that. Like I said, they're a turret. Collectors just stand where you pulled them from. So I'm going to stay on them and make sure that they get CC'd or interrupted. I'm going to use my cloak here because one of the Gore Spatters actually went through. We're going to use our Taran stun here. Make sure that they stay interrupted. I'm just trying to keep the group safe here from the other Gore Spatter. This was a very messy pull by our tank. You do not drag Collectors anywhere. You will waste a lot of people's DPS. My DPS is miserable here, but I was doing single target basically with no cooldowns, so yeah. I was kicking the other thing, but I can't kick both of them. Well, overall kicks don't really matter if you don't kick the thing that actually needs to be kicked for us to not die. I'm going to put a focus on the, what's it called? Collector, so I can always kick it. There's the gore spatter kick. Beautiful. I don't want to send cooldowns here because this trash is just about that. I think people were holding cooldowns for it. I'm still doing significant DPS, so I don't really matter. It doesn't really matter. I don't matter either, apparently, in this run because my DPS is, well, not significantly lower, but yeah, compared to the other guys, not exactly perfect. All right, we're going to silence, put focus on that, and we're going to Deathstalker's mark the big guy, and we're just going to send all the cooldowns into the big guy. We should have them by the boss for sure. It takes more than 2 minutes to clear all this bullshit. We're going to shift to empower that, make sure we collect all these orbs from the stupid affix that is luckily going away soon. Although honestly, after playing with the, what's it called, with the debuff affix for a whole week, it's definitely worse than the orb affix for pretty much every time, but we're getting this done quite handily. I think this is going to be a potential 2-star, and I'm quite happy about that. We're going to move over to the creation and put Garrod up on it. Okay, we're seeing that. The reason I moved over to the creation was because the other target just didn't have much health left. Okay, now we think we get the double mobs here. I'm going to go ahead and transfer aggro to the tank and just go to town on this dude. There we go. Deathstalker's mark is up. Okay. That, well, they they took both. I think that was a misunderstanding of what was going on there. I managed to spread both of these. The shaman needs to, or not the shaman, this guy needs to. I think everyone's a little distracted here. One is on me. I just got to make sure that hits the other guy rather than me. There we go. I think I managed to do that. Everyone is kind of playing poorly here. I'm doing okay, I guess. Yeah, but the shaman died to double throw cleaver, and our friend died to whatchamacallits. Actually, I can evasion. I could just evasion. If I evasion, I should be fine. Throw flesh is still hitting me, I think, maybe. I don't know. But I can evasion tank the entirety of that assistance morbid focus because it's just auto attack, so I just dodge them. And the reason I do that, the reason I'd send evasion there is because I don't really need it for anything else first. And the other one is I want to keep them stacked so people can do maximum DPS. I'm going to send both my cooldowns into this guy because he's very beefy, and we have still enough time to get our cooldowns back for the big damage amp on the boss, which is going to be spear and whatchamacallits, and probably lust. Okay, tank is taking care of those orbs. That's what I wanted to say, so I don't have to worry about it too much. I'm going to reapply my bleeds and just spam envenoms into this guy. Don't need max rank envenoms. Now I need a max rank envenom. I'm gonna reapply my what is that thing called? Oh, I didn't waste. Yeah, nice. Okay, so if you don't hit anything, you don't waste your buff on the Fan of Knives. That's good to know. I didn't know that until now. Transfer aggro and just go to town on this dude. I'm gonna keep basically on cooldown sending my what is this thing called? Feign, because I'm constantly taking AoE damage here from Rot Spew. Just him existing is enough for me to keep taking damage. I'm gonna send my what is this thing called? Kingsbane? Yes, Kingsbane, because that way I get to have both of them up for the boss when the boss comes out. Boss is coming out very soon, but I believe 37 seconds should be enough. I'm gonna use my heal here. If I get targeted by the thing that the guy sends out, I am going to just use Cloak of Shadows. I have not been targeted by it yet, so that is quite nice. We have a bunch of range, so a lot of the spews are going out to range, but what you can do is you can just stand in this thing. It doesn't do anything that him being next to you doesn't already do. So what that poison area does is it basically applies the Rot Spew's AoE aura on top of that area. Oh no, that was one of the meat hooks of all time. All right, Lust is being sent. I'm hoping, against hope, that there is a spear on the target, and I'm just pumping all possible damage into it. We're going to also send our Shiv to amplify this. We're just blasting the bejesus out of this guy. We managed to get the hook. The next hook, if the creation lives long enough, should go to where the boss is standing, because the boss will jump. So we're just gonna ping that. Hopefully people actually go there. good. That's not a shaman, that's a druid, is going that direction. We're going to switch our focus just slightly to this guy because we do need to kill the creation. There we go. We should be able to live this now. I'm going to use just a random feign because I'm scared. A little bit scared, but we should be able to grab all of these orbs, keep ourselves safe. Morbid fixation going out, and he got hooked and he got killed. What a good run. Holy crap. These guys are playing extremely well. I'm super happy about this. The tank has some interesting pulls, but I think anyone can make a mistake from time to time, like the pulling the collector thing. And I probably could have just left it over at the side and pumped damage into the other group and it would have been fine, but we'll see how it works out here. I'm going to send Kingsbane right off the bat here, just because if I get picked to go, it's going to be a little bit annoying. If the tank knows what he's doing, he can actually give us freedom and we won't have to move away for the thing. I'm standing on top of the tank. We can move to the left here together. Okay, he just scattered like a rat. He pulled the pirate software on me and just ran in a random direction. This is exactly perfect. When I come back, I'm going to have 100% crit and I'm going to be able to deal extra, do both of my cooldowns. I'm sprinting over to this guy. I have re-stealth available soon. There we go. We're going to pop our bleeds on this guy and we're going to pop a max rank stun on him just to make sure that he kicks the bucket as soon as humanly possible without doing too much damage to us. We're going to use our self heal, wait for the gilded champion and move on. I'm going to drop off the zone on the side, then I'm going to vanish and shadow step to the boss. I do not have sprint, so I'm going to shadow step to the boss. Never mind. I wanted to shadow step very quickly to the boss and then be able to move out. The shield came up at the same time. Hopefully I get CR'd, but that means no extra crit buff for me. Could I get a CR maybe, potentially, Paladin? Yes, hello? I do damage, I promise. Thank you. We're going to vanish, apply Deathstalker's mark, and then send all of our cooldowns. Let's go. Big damage. Comet Storm coming through. We're going to stutter step to the right. Tank is just going to take off in a random direction, and to maximize our Are you kidding me? Twice in a row? I guess because I died, I didn't have the buff. That feels so bad because both my cooldowns are ticking on the boss right now. Man, this really, really sucked. I died in such a stupid way. I didn't do anything wrong. I just died because the shield was up at the exact same time. We gotta make sure we kick that Enfeeble. It'll be an issue if I don't. I'm gonna use my self heal here and make sure that I'm as healthy as possible when I come back this time. Boss is looking like he's on his last leg here. We do have sprint. I'm going to shadow step and then step over here. I don't have anything else I can use. I'm trying to shadow step back to the boss and grab these orbs so they don't reach the boss. Grab this orb as well. It did reach the boss. It's unfortunate. Kingsbane, and let's see if we can get some damage into this Kingsbane. We do have guaranteed crits here, which is beautiful. What we don't have, unfortunately, is or what's it called, death mark, but because we sent it last time. But we're getting some big damage out here, I think. I'm going to just shadow Cloak of Shadows and stand there and beat the shit out of it. This could have been smoother. I felt like that was pretty rough. The druid did not have a good time, apparently. He just rage quit. Well, not rage quit, but he left it instantly. Like the second we were done, he left. I'm going to reroll my City of Threads, and let's see. What do I get? I get a Necrotic Wake, and that is our first plus 10. How much rating did we even get for that? 83 rating. I think we went from a +6 to a +10, which was 83 rating. That's pretty nice. We now have a +10 timed. Hopefully this helps us get into other +10s, but what I really want to do is just spam +8 keys. That way I can build up some more gilded crests, get some recrafts going, get some new crafts going. I think before I recraft, I'm going to craft a new belt and a new cloak because they're 606 and I'm not really getting any runed crests to upgrade them. I have a few, but I don't know if I should even send them on that. I'd rather send them into these, what are they called? Wrists. I think that is exactly what I'm going to do. No, maybe this necklace. The necklace is actually really, really nice. Yeah, I'm just going to upgrade the necklace. There you go. Just to spend those ruined crests. But yes, I need a few more gilded crests and then I can do some more upgrades. Ooh, our poisons just ran out. If they ran out during the pull, I would have been so sad. That would have really sucked. But yes, we got a +10 key done as a pug. Our group was significantly higher item level than we were, but that's just the people that are doing 10s at this point of the season. I was 618 and I sort of kind of kept up. I don't know. I feel like the item level was the biggest gap here. The next person after me, higher than me, has 10 item levels on me. The top DPS has, what is this? 15 item levels on me. The tank has a bunch of item levels on me. At least I beat the tank at DPS, but it's a prot paladin. So it's actually a concern whether or not you will out DPS the prot paladin because it just does too much damage. Wait a second, where's there? Oh, there it is, Sacred Weapon. I thought that they weren't running Lightsmith, so I was a little bit confused because I didn't see Sacred Weapon right away. Anyway, I feel like that was a fun run. I had a good time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like. Let me know what you liked about it in a comment down below. If you had fun, make sure you subscribe because there's more episodes of me doing some 10s on this character coming. And if you're feeling particularly generous, you can become a channel member. Channel members have guaranteed replies to their comments and they get nice little shout outs at the beginning of episodes. But as always, thank you very much for watching and I'll catch you in the next one.